Yehovah Eloheinu Sebaot, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Judges chapter 4. But after Ehud had died, the people of Israel again did what was evil from Yehovah's perspective. So Yehovah handed them over to Jabin, king of Canaan. He ruled from Hatzor, and the commander of his army was Sisera, who lived in Harashit Hagoyim. The people of Israel cried out to Yehovah because he had 900 iron chariots, and for 20 years he cruelly oppressed the people of Israel. Now Deborah, a woman and a prophet, the wife of Lapidot, who was judging Israel at the time, she used to sit under Deborah's palm between Ramah and Beth-el in the hills of Ephraim, and the people of Israel would come to her for judgment. She sent for Barak, the son of Anaomim, from Kadesh in Naphtali, and said to him, Yehovah has given you this order. Go, march to Mount Tabor, and take with you 10,000 men from the people of Naphtali and Zebulun. I will call Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, to encounter you at the Kishon River with his chariots and troops, and I will hand him over to you. Barak answered her, If you go with me, I'll go. But if you won't go with me, I won't go. She replied, Yes, I will gladly go with you, but the way you are doing it will bring you no glory, because Yehovah will hand Sisera over to a woman. Then Deborah set out and went with Barak to Kadesh. Barak summoned Zebulun and Naphtali to come to Kadesh. 10,000 men followed him, and Deborah went up with him. Now Hever, the Canaanite, had cut himself off from the rest of Cain, the descendants of Hovav, Moshe's father-in-law. He had pitched his tent near the oak of Zananim, which is close to Kadesh. Sisera was informed that Barak, the son of Aviniom, had gone up to Mount Tabor. So Sisera rallied his chariots, all 900 iron chariots, and all the troops he had with him, from Harashit Hagoyim to Kishon River. Deborah said to Barak, Get going. This is the day when Yehovah will hand Sisera over to you. Yehovah has gone out ahead of you. So Barak went down from Mount Tabor with 10,000 men following him. And Yehovah threw Sisera, all his chariots, and his entire army into panic before Barak's sword, so that Sisera got down from his chariot and fled on foot. But Barak pursued the chariots and the army all the way to Harashit Hagoyim. Sisera's entire army was put to the sword. Not one man was left. However, Sisera ran on foot to the tent of Yael, the wife of Hever, the Canaanite. Between there was peace between Jabin, the king of Hatzor, and the family of Hever, the Canaanite. Yael went out to meet Sisera and said to him, Come in, my lord. Stay here with me, and don't be afraid. So he went into her tent, and she covered him with a blanket. He said to her, Please give me a little water to drink. I'm thirsty. She opened a goatskin of milk, gave him some drink, and covered him up again. He said to her, Stand at the entrance of the tent, and if anyone asks you if someone is here, say no. But when he was deeply asleep, Yael, the wife of Hever, took a tent peg and a hammer in her hand, crept into him quietly and drove the tent peg into his temple right through to the ground, so that he died without waking up. So here in Barak, pursuing Sisera, and Yael steps out to meet him and says, "Come, I will show you the man you are looking for." He goes into her tent, and there is Sisera, lying dead with a tent peg through his temple. Thus God on that day defeated Jabin, the king of the Canaanite, in the presence of the people of Israel. The hand of the people of Israel came down more and more heavily against Jabin, the king of Canaan, till they had completely destroyed Jabin, the king of Canaan. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this 4th chapter of Judges? We can do what is good from the perspective of Yehovah. Cry out to Yehovah for grace and mercy. Cling to Him for deliverance. Trust that Yehovah will use men as well as women for His purpose. Listen to Yehovah. Give glory to Yehovah. Trust that Yehovah goes out ahead of you. Fight when Yehovah orders you to. Trust that it is Yehovah who defeats your enemies. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can remind others that Yehovah goes ahead to fight our battles. Bear one another's burdens. We can act on the words of Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of His being toward you, bringing order, and He will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of His being and look upon you, and He'll set in place all you need to be whole and complete.